Okay, so here is a question. I'm going to read it out to you. What sorts of things can neighbors do to help each other? This is a typical IELTS speaking test question, and I think it would be probably a part 3 question. And the reason why I say that is because there's nothing really specific about you, right? Like you does not appear in the question. So you're probably going to be talking about general concepts, and that's what part 3 in the IELTS is about. So what I would suggest for this kind of question is to give a list. That's what you want to do. And when you're practicing for the speaking test, what I would recommend is look for similar questions where you see things like, you know, what sorts of, or what types of, or what kinds of, right? Like that word sort could be replaced with types or kinds. And then you practice and you make a list. You think of a list of things that answers the question. I'm going to go through all of the other keywords here, and then we'll get into it, like what some possible answers could be, okay? So things, okay, what sorts of things? And one thing to note as well about sorts is that we're talking about general categories of things. We're not talking about specific situations. So don't start telling a story about your neighbor. Think, okay, what do I know from my life experience about what happens in this kind of question, okay? Also note, I've already kind of said this because I've said give a list. This plural things really does mean you need to give like multiple, plural. So don't give one, think of more than one, okay? So let's go into like what the actual question is going to ask you to do. So we're thinking of actions because we've got the word do. I actually should have bolded that word. And then we're thinking neighbors, okay? Neighbors around you, neighbors that you know of, neighbors that you've had, movies with neighbors, shows, stories with neighbors, right? Think about your life experience. What generally can neighbors do to help each other, okay? And then give a list, okay? That's what this question's asking you to do. Give a list. Okay, let's go. They can pick up your kids or watch them or drop them off if you're unable to do that. Like, for example, you're going on a date with your husband, maybe your neighbors could watch your kids. They could shovel your driveway in the winter, or they could cut your grass in the summer, or water your plants if you're away.